Well, everyone, I wanted to go ahead and break down, I guess, the newest, cheapest Apple ecosystem that we have. Now, for a few years, it really was stagnant. The prices didn't really seem to change too much. But now, if you wanted to get, the cheapest Apple Watch, cheapest AirPods, cheapest iPad, and cheapest iPhone, the total price tag of that has actually switched up a little bit. Now, the cheapest iPad you can actually go ahead and pick up right now is the iPad 9th generation. This is brand new from Apple. If you go certified refurbished, it's a little bit cheaper, but with something like the iPad 9, this is a very, very good iPad. It's selling for $329 brand new. If you are a student, you can get it for a little bit cheaper, which is good. But this iPad, in my opinion, is a really good upgrade coming from the iPad 8. Although it doesn't have a complete bezel-less design, and although it doesn't have as much power as even like an M1 iPad Air, I still think these iPads are still extremely powerful. And whenever I look at these things and I feel them and I mess around with them, they are very, very capable of pretty much being able to handle anything you throw at it. So in my opinion, this is a massive thumbs up, and I love this kind of stuff for sure. Now, it still has Apple Pencil 1 support, so if you want to get that, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. But the next thing is actually the price increase. So with the iPhone SE, this is the cheapest iPhone you can actually pick up from Apple. This is a $429 iPhone right now. What's very weird is that the iPad 9th generation is almost, $100, more than that if you're a student. It's substantially cheaper than this iPhone, which is weird because you would think an iPad is more expensive to make. It's a bigger device, but that's not quite the case. The iPhone SE that we have right now is $429. It's a decent, phone for sure for the price, but it's not a great phone for the price tag. And in my opinion, if you were going to go and buy something like an iPhone SE3, I would just recommend spending a little bit more money and getting an iPhone 11. That's going to be increasing the whole entire Apple ecosystem price, but it's still something I would probably recommend a majority of people to do just because it's going to probably give you a better experience with it. But regardless, something like this specific iPhone is the cheapest one we have in this specific case. So that's another option you also have. Now, in terms of, Apple Watches, we do have the Apple Watch SE, which is technically the cheapest Apple Watch you can buy that I would recommend. But Apple is still selling the Apple Watch Series 3, which I think is a complete waste of money. I would not recommend buying the Apple Watch at all. It is, like I mentioned, it's not only is it kind of outdated, but a ton of people have been having issues with even updating the Apple Watch in the first place. So that's another big, red flag of that specific Apple Watch. And I probably would not recommend purchasing that watch just because it's going to be, kind of faulty, on release. So I'd recommend buying something like the Apple Watch SE if you have the option to. Now, AirPod wise, the AirPods 2nd generation, which are my go-to AirPods and the ones I would recommend buying, these ones are being sold for $129. So this is another batch of AirPods that you can go ahead and buy that will also, be a little bit more expensive than some other, wireless headphones, but they are definitely worth it. And this is definitely probably the cheapest Apple ecosystem you can buy, but I would probably go ahead and still recommend, upgrading a little bit here and there. I think the iPad 9 is great, and I think the AirPods 2 are great, but the two things I would probably recommend upgrading is the iPhone SE to the iPhone 11 and the AirPods and the Apple Watch Series 3 to the Apple Watch SE. So that's kind of my opinion on these things. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.